Racing to the 2022 Breeders' Cup, and this time we take a look at the final round of preps as we get ready for the Breeders' Cup Classic. It is our Classic update, and this weekend we will have the Awesome Again from Santa Anita, also the Lucas Classic from Churchill Downs, and the Woodward Stakes from the Belmont at Big A meet going on in New York. Let's take a look at all the latest field developments. Starting off with Life is Good. He is going to have his final prep at 9 furlongs, the Grade 1 Woodward. Of course, Life is Good by Into Mischief. He's a 3-time Grade 1 winner, including the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile last year, the Whitney Stakes in his last start, and the Pegasus International Invitational, and that was defeating the Breeders' Cup Classic winner last year in Nick's Go. He's 3 for 4 in 2022, and arguably if he wins the Woodward Stakes, he could be a Horse of the Year candidate along with Flightline and maybe Epicenter. Now, Life is Good, lifetime, he's 8 for 10 wins. He's got the 3 Grade 1 victories. He lost by a neck in the Jerkins, and he also picked up a victory in the San Felipe Stakes by 8 lengths. And he won his maiden debut by 9 lengths. He's ultra consistent. He's been favored in every single start of his career. And he goes Saturday in New York. Of course, he's out of a distorted humor mare, and the sire is Into Mischief. Now, Taba stamped his ticket with the Pennsylvania Derby victory this last weekend. 6 starts, a 2-time Grade 1 winner, a big maiden win, followed up by the Santa Anita Derby. He also ran in the Kentucky Derby and picked up a Pennsylvania Derby win. Taba, second in the Haskell Stakes. He is next going to go up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. Now, Flightline, of course, he is a 3-time Grade 1 winner, the Met Mile, the Malibu Stakes, and the Pacific Classic. He is a Horse of the Year candidate, the highest Beyer speed figure in 2022, and undefeated, 5 for 5, training up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. Flightline with his first workout since the Pacific Classic over the weekend, 4 furlongs and 48 seconds, and John Sadler going to look for his second Breeders' Cup Classic win. He picked one up a couple of years ago with Accelerate, and he is going to train mostly out west at Santa Anita. We'll see if he ships to Keeneland for one final work before that Breeders' Cup Classic. And Hot Rod Charlie's going to run this weekend, second in the Belmont Stakes, second in the Dubai World Cup. $5 million plus in career earnings, has danced all the dances. And Hot Rod Charlie, of course, a lifetime, he's 4 for 17 with 5 seconds and 4 thirds. In other races, he won the Maktoum Challenge in Dubai, second in the San Antonio Stakes. He was fourth in the Breeders' Cup Classic last year, and he won the Pennsylvania Derby. Of course, Kentucky Derby, he was third last year to Medina Spirit and Mandaloon. Hot Rod Charlie going to Churchill Downs this Saturday for trainer Doug O'Neill, the big strapping son of Oxbow, going to try to go into Keeneland off a victory. Now the Classic field's starting to shape up. It looks like Flightline is going to be your favorite. He was favored in both Kentucky Derby, actually Breeders' Cup Classic pools. Life is Good with a victory in the Woodward Stakes. Going to be pointed to the Breeders' Cup Classic. Olympiad already training up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. He won the Jockey Club Gold Cup last race in a 1.25 miles. Taba, 2-time Grade 1 winner. Epicenter, the Travers Stakes winner, second in the Kentucky Derby, 2-time winner at the Fairgrounds in the spring. Happy Saver, of course, 2 years ago he won the Jockey Club Gold Cup. He's ran second to Flightline in both the Met Mile and also in second to Life is Good. Hot Rod Charlie and Country Grammar. That could be the top 8. Maybe we'll get a horse from Europe like Mishrif, and possibility of the winner over in Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Cup, coming over for that race as well. And that is a look at your Breeders' Cup Classic. Flightline, Olympiad, Epicenter, and Taba already training up to the race. Will we get the Woodward winner, also possibly the Lucas Classic winner and the Awesome Again winner? We'll find out this week. What do you think of Taba's performance, and who do you think could win the Lucas Classic? We'll preview that race later on this week. Get your comments in on the Breeders' Cup Classic as we lead you up to the Breeders' Cup 2022.